Welcome to the Nosebleed Seats. I'm the mad conservative crime fighter. This week, we're going to go back in time to 2008, November. Here in Pekin, Illinois, the Dragon's Dome for Next Generation Wrestling. Why are we going back in time to NGW? Well, NGW is going to have one more event. They have scheduled an event, one last hurrah, for March the 30th in Bellevue, Illinois at the Bellevue Plaza Gym. All the stars of NGW of years past will gather together to hold one final show under the NGW banner, and then that will be it. And what we're looking at here is a fatal four-way match between Mason Beck, Party Time Ray Hez, Chris Hazard, and Casey Jackson, as we see Party Time Ray dancing it up in the ring.
Oh, you just got served! He just stopped your yard!
And I don't know what Party Time Ray is doing, as Mason Beck is not a man to be messed with. And now he wants to dance with him? I do want to point out, I am not the one shooting this footage. This is a fan cam footage that was gracious enough to supply me with a videotape of this event. I was not in attendance for this one, as Chris Hazard and Casey Jackson whipped Mason Beck into the ropes, and that did not work too well. And Mason Beck dumps Casey Jackson to the outside, and Chris Hazard getting in the face of Mason Beck. Chris Hazard challenging Mason Beck, the bigger man. Some kick calls from the NGW superfans. NGW presents the last hurrah on March the 30th, Bellevue Plaza, 325 South Bellevue Avenue. And after this match, we're going to have our second NBS Hall of Fame announcement, so stay tuned for that. Our main event for this half hour of the program, it'll be Zero Gravity challenging the Callous Cory Carter and Bobby the Business Houston, as Ray Hez and Casey Jackson come back in the ring and go right after Mean Mason Beck. Mean Mason Beck is in a couple of years that following this this video, the date of when this event took place at the Dragon's Dome in Pekin, Illinois. Mason Beck has made PWI 500 and has had multiple championships in the Chicago area and Dreamwave Wrestling. Now, this is one of the things I miss about NGW is the fans had quite a number of interesting things to say towards the wrestlers in the ring, as Chris Hazard was whipped into Mason Beck, but nobody home, and Chris Hazard takes down Party Time Ray, and Mason Beck pulls out Casey Jackson. Chris Hazard has been largely inactive, although he did make a brief comeback for Great American Wrestling last year, as Hazard goes for a cover and 2 count. Now this is elimination rules, so once someone is pinned, they're out. The match continues until there's 1 man left. And Mason Beck is working on Casey Jackson on the outside. Looks like Ray has got a spine buster there. Now this footage is not being shot on a tripod. It is a handheld camera by a fan. Hazard is whipped into the ropes, it looks like. Hazard went for some sort of move, did not connect with Ray Hess and got tied up to the ropes. As could not see that off camera. The action is not centered. Look at Ray! A moonsault, but he's been caught. Ray Hess has been caught and he gets dropped on the apron.
If you fall, he will catch you.
Casey Jackson, a former New Midwest heavyweight champion, has, for one reason or another, not returned to the New Midwest ring, and looks like we got a pinfall there. Right time Ray has been pinned, I think. Mason Beck throws him to the outside. Casey Jackson with the sunset flip. Well, it's off camera. It looks like a kick out. Now there's a small package as our camera girl has zoomed out to get all four men. Well, I thought Ray Hess was eliminated, but it doesn't appear to be the case. I'm watching this match for the very first time as I call the action here. Referee counts 2 on Chris Hazard. Casey Jackson, for one reason or another, has pretty much declined to return to New Midwest Wrestling. Either he does not want to return, or he just cannot get an invite to return to New Midwest Wrestling, which is, I think, is strange, because if there's anybody that needs to return to New Midwest Wrestling, it's Casey Jackson, as the Mississippi Madman is needing a new tag team partner in that promotion. He had Bucky Collins in his corner, or substituting for Benz, and that did not work out too well in the Ace of Spades gauntlet. Me and Mason Beck still working on part-time Ray on the outside. Cannot see what's going on in the ring at this point. Oh, KC! With an axe handle on Chris Hazard to the outside. Just had not, camera girl did not just pan over the right so we could see everything that was going on. But this is fan cam footage. It's Mason Beck puts part-time Ray in the ring to work him over. Chris Hazard and KC is taking their fight on the outside, and Mason Beck, backbreaker on part-time Ray. One-hand cover is not going to do it. And Casey Jackson whips Chris Hazard into the post. I do want to make mention for the TV viewing audience, I had mentioned that United Wrestling Coalition was going to hold a show in West Terre Haute, Indiana. The magic of TV is that I had a deadline to turn in the episodes for air, and the day I turned the episodes in to be aired, they changed the date of the show to March the 24th, so it'll be March the 24th that the United Wrestling Coalition will be holding its next show. It's one of those things about television, folks. You can't just change. Things change, and you can't always get the information correct before find out later that the schedule has changed. Like I said, or like every wrestling card has on the poster saying card substitute changed. The same goes with wrestling events, as Chris Hazard spears Party Time Ray. Looks like a Death Valley driver on Casey Jackson. We got a double pinfall here.
The big ugly white guys.
Casey Jackson and Party Time Ray.
And the main attraction, Casey Jackson, have been eliminated. It is now up to the man, Chris Hazard, and me, Mason Beck.
To finish each other off?
Yes, to finish each other off. What do you think? So it's down to a one-on-one, Mason Beck versus Chris Hazard.
You totally deserve that.
Both these guys very rough and tumble. Casey Jackson and Party Time Ray both eliminated at the same time.
I have it on camera. You can watch it later.
course, there is friendly banter among the fan base. Chris Hazard and Mason Beck in a shoving match. Mason Beck in a slugfest with Hazard.
Too good at that accent.
Did have a few people put in the name Chris Hazard for a NBS Central Illinois Hall of Fame nomination, but his stature in the wrestling business isn't quite to the point where he would be a shoo-in. But we are going to announce the next NBS Central Illinois Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame nomination at the break, and I think everybody will agree that this gentleman deserves to go into the Hall of Fame as Chris Hazard runs into a boot from Mason Beck. Only a 2 count right there. Mason Beck can't put him away just yet. NGW, Next Generation Wrestling, the last hurrah, one of the top promotions in Central Illinois Wrestling, ran for many years in the Peoria area, is going to come together one last time. I know last year that the NBS featured the Peoria Wrestlers Reunion Show. Going back further in time, the wrestlers that made up Extreme Amateur Wrestling, the very first iteration of NGW, which became the Thunder Wrestling Federation, as the camera gets the camera off center on the action. Mason Beck throws Chris Hazard into the corner. Like I said, this is fan cam footage. It's not footage shot by me, but we decided to feature this action from that footage as Mason Beck with a side slam, and Chris Hazard just gets a shoulder up.
No, we're not. We're completely You come shove a gag in my mouth, hold me down, and make me shut up.
Fans challenging Mason Beck.
I might.
I think a few of these folks got a little liquored up. They did sell alcoholic beverages in the Dragon's Dome. So Chris Hazard tries to fight back, but Mason Beck delivers a knee and cuts off that rally. Last hurrah, the main event will be Dan the Man taking on the winner of a Battle Royal, as the NGW Heavyweight Championship will be on the line. Dan the Man was the last NGW Heavyweight Champion, so his title will be on the line. That'll be the only title I'm aware of that will be on the line. I don't think the other titles that NGW had, the People's Choice title, nor the tag team titles, will be on the line on this show. Oh, that was close. Chris Hazard with an elbow off the top. Only a 2 count. Mason Beck. Very powerful individual. 6'5", 260, 75 pounds. 275 pounds, I think. Hazard going for the spear. Well, a leapfrog. Kick to the gut. Another kick to the gut by Beck. Oh, he caught the foot. Oh, but spins around and clotheslines Chris Hazard, and looks like Mason's going for the kill. No! Hazard slips out. Kick to the gut. Chris Hazard, fireman's carry. Mason Beck slips out. Can't hold him. Fireman's carry by Beck. Oh! I believe that was an F5, but I couldn't see it too clearly as it was quite off camera. But Mason Beck, the winner of this fatal 4-way elimination match. Well, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to have an announcement on our next NBS Hall of Fame induction to go down March the 30th. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2012 NBS Awards is coming in late March, and tonight we announce our second induction into the Central Illinois Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame. The promoter of Next Generation Wrestling and the wrestling personality known as the Callous Cory Carter will be inducted at NGW's The Last Hurrah on March 30th by Bobby the Business Houston. Friday, March 30th at the Bellevue Plaza, 325 South Bellevue Avenue in Bellevue, Illinois, near Peoria. For ticket information, go to tinyurl.com/NGWevent. Come join us on Friday, March the 30th for the final Next Generation Wrestling event ever, The Last Hurrah, as we honor the man who helped make NGW one of the top promotions in Central Illinois Pro Wrestling. So there it is, our second induction into Central Illinois Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame. Promoter of NGW Wrestling, the Callous Cory Carter. A very deserving induction for that man. The second Enigma, as the original Enigma was Justin McIntyre. Tripsy was the second Enigma.
They are your Next Generation Wrestling reigning tag team champions at a combined total weight of 420 pounds. This is Bobby the Business Houston and Tripsy with Sophia.
Back in November 2008, Brett Kikia was the NGW Heavyweight Champion. So he is looking to add a second belt around his waist. Become a NGW Heavyweight Champion and Tag Team Champion simultaneously. So we have the last year's NBS Tag Team of the Year, Zero Gravity, taking on Houston and Tripsy as Zero Gravity hit double drop kicks on Houston and Tripsy as Sophia Scott on the outside and double suicide splashes. So Gravity taking out their opponents on the outside of the ring. Since this match was taped, they've won numerous tag titles for AAW and Dreamwave. Brett Kikia has also won several singles titles, as well as CJ Esparza won several singles titles. And Sophia Scott trips up Brett Kikia. Interference. Referee Rowdy Robbie McCann, who three-time NBS Referee of the Year. Now we have not given out any of the NBS awards. The first awards will be handed out the last weekend of March. We had a delay in deciding the nominees due to my colleagues, Mysticore of Active Vigilance 5706 and Floyd Fisher, both lost a grandparent during the weekend where nominations were being closed up, so the nomination period was extended another 2 weeks.
Come on, Brett!
So we could not get together to decide the nominees and the eventual winners of the NBS Awards. So the first NBS Awards will be given out at the final NGW event in Peoria, in the Peoria area, as Bobby Houston with a right to the eyes. Bobby Houston, a possible nominee for the NBS Respect Award. Zero Gravity, of course, is always in contention for the NBS Tag Team of the Year award. They're looking to repeat and win that award twice. As Tripsy with a splash in the corner. Now this is fan cam footage, as I stated earlier. So the action isn't always centered on the screen. And the it's like a roll-up. Brett gets a tag to CJ Esparza and a clothesline to the Calloused. Side elbow. Drop kick to the face, and Tripsy goes down. Another drop kick. And CJ, the corkscrew elbow, gets a 2 count. CJ Esparza working over Tripsy in the corner. CJ charges and gets thrown over the top, lands on the apron, and there's a boot to the face from the business, Bobby Houston. And Tripsy with a boot choke. Ryan McCann getting a count in as Bobby Houston elbows CJ on the apron. Well, they say they're winners, but they are the current champions. They are the current defending tag team champions as of November 2008. And Bobby Houston gets a boot to the face on CJ Esparza. I do also want to make mention Supreme League of Wrestling will also be occurring that same weekend. March the 31st, more of the NBS awards will be handed out at that event. Burgess Osborne Auditorium in Mattoon, Illinois. Now this will be a regular Supreme League of Wrestling event. It will not be a 0-1 Supreme event. Burgess Osborne Auditorium, Facebook.com, Z1USA is still the website. Supreme League of Wrestling on Facebook.com / SLW Wrestling. A little tongue-tied there. Domino stretch by Bobby Houston, and Tripsy providing the additional leverage. Ray McCann admonishing Tripsy for applying extra torque. Brett Kakia complained to the official. Bobby Houston actually grabbed the rope. CJ Esparza hip tosses Bobby Houston off. And Houston with an elbow knocking down CJ. Bobby Houston still actually feuding with Zero Gravity. He has joined up with different partners. Waylon Beck and now the Dixieland Destroyer. Bobby Houston and the Dixieland Destroyer are the current Dreamwave Tag Team Champions. They took those titles from Zero Gravity. I have recorded an interview with Jay Repsol. I have not posted it yet. I've been requested to hang on to it for a little bit longer before airing it on the NBS because of something he might regret he thinks he regrets saying, but it might be used against him in the future. I don't know what it is. I don't think there's anything that was said during the interview that's any worse than anything he's ever said in the ring itself. But Tripsy gets a clothesline on CJ Esparza. As fans are heckling Bobby Houston. Well, I think those are rantings from a drunken idiot, but Tripsy's declaring himself the winner, even though he hasn't won the match yet. Final reminder, NGW at the Bellevue Plaza Gym, March the 30th, as Tripsy charges the corner and eats the boot. When he walks over to his own corner, he can tag out. Well, that's interesting. He opts not to tag. And Houston charges. I think he regrets not making the tag there when he had the chance. And CJ Esparza. Oh, look at that. Bobby Houston prevents Brett Kakia from tagging in by pulling him off the apron. And it was an illegal maneuver there. And Zero Gravity in trouble. This is fan cam footage, as fans are like walking in front of the camera girl. As Tripsy gets a 2 count after that suplex. Here at the Dragonstone, Pekin Dragonstone, back in November of 2008. There's an uppercut. And CJ Esparza in the wrong corner. And there's a tag to Bobby Houston. Some of the participants in the Battle Royal: Bobby Houston, Party Time Ray, Corbin Blaze, Andy Roberts, Jonathan Napier, Bucky Collins, and more to be announced later. And Tripsy just got tripped into the nether regions of Bobby the Business Houston, getting more of the business than he bargained for, to pardon the pun. And CJ gets the tag to Brett Kakia, and uses Tripsy as a springboard to dropkick Bobby Houston in the face. There's a tornado blocked. CJ with a kick. Oh, but he gets tossed to the apron. CJ Esparza knocked down. Tripsy gonna fall him out. Bobby Houston gets a kick to the gut. Brett, knee to the face. Drop kick. And a cover. 1, 2 count. Brett Kakia going for tag gold. Gonna try and finish him off. Tries the crucifix, only a 2 count. There's a kick to the gut as Tripsy pounds CJ Esparza in the outside. Brett Kakia with the sunset flip. He got him. Zero Gravity win the NGW Tag Team Championship with Brett Kakia's Heavyweight Championship. Brett Kakia a double champ in November of 2008. CJ Esparza a Tag Team Champion once again. So Zero Gravity, new NGW Tag Team Champions in November of 2008 in Pekin, Illinois. We are all out of time for this edition of Nosebleed Seats. I'm Mason Beck, Conservative Crime Fighter. We'll see you next time.